Hello, welcome. This is Pockets full of love and hope. I'm Pockets, and today I would like to do a reading for you. And today is going to be all about you. All about you. I'm going to have 3 piles. And this reading today, I'm going to look at your past energy, distant past, recent past, and current energy. And it's just for you to explore what has been going on in your life. Use your intuition. See if you can identify any patterns or things that you may not have realized. See if these readings speak to you. There will be 3 piles today. Pile 1 will be this shell with this beautiful stripes. Pile 2 is this matchstick. And pile 3 is this pretty silver bow given to me by my friend on a very precious gift. All 3 items have special meaning to me. Maybe one has special meaning to you, or maybe one just feels right. So just use your intuition and choose which pile you would like to listen to today for a reading that is all about you. Okay, so let's start with pile 1 and this beautiful shell. The first thing I would like to look at for you, pile 1, is your distant past energies. So by distant past today, we're just going to go about 5 years or so ago, which I realize isn't quite so distant, but everybody here is different ages. So I'm thinking about 5 years ago, but if it resonates for you further in the past or a little bit more recent, it's not a firm 5 years. It's just about. And the focus isn't on people around you or situations. I just want to pick up your past energies. This is all about you. Just for you to maybe see aspects of yourself that you haven't realized, recognize patterns. So pile 1, look at this pile 1. Okay, well, let's start here. So we're looking at about 5 years ago. All my readings are timeless, so this is about 5 years ago from whenever you're watching this video. We have we have 2 major arcanas and 2 court cards, which is pretty significant, especially out of 4 cards, 2 of them being major. So the intention was about 5 years ago, but consider if around that time, if anything kind of major was going on, maybe even major enough to be pivotal or life-changing for you. We have the High Priestess, which is often a person very knowledgeable about life, intuition, seeing the greater side of life, secrets, hidden knowledge, also learning these things. Perhaps you went through a spiritual growth period where you learned a lot of lessons. Or perhaps you went through an experience. Again, I'm not looking at the experience, I'm just looking at your energies. Perhaps you went through an experience which taught you some life lessons, some previous secrets of the universe, or the way the world works that you had not realized, and you had to go through an experience or some sort of awakening that brought you to this knowledge. Also, we have the Strength card. I'm really picking up the energy that this is the energy you put out when going through an experience. In the distant, as in about 5 years ago, or whenever this is true for you, you showed a lot of strength of character with whatever you were going through. Inner strength. Something was very difficult, but you were able to master yourself, whether that was your emotions or actions or thoughts, and really take charge of either the situation, the outcome, but especially yourself and the way you handled this. Also, we have the Page of Pentacles. It suggests that at this time, you are considering different aspects of your life, your surroundings, your environment, and your situation, and looking for a greater good. Looking for the greater good in a sense of how could you use your current situation, opportunities, or experiences to further positively benefit your life. And again, it can be a page can often be a younger person. So we are looking at your past, so we're looking at your younger self, really learning something here. And also we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups feels very deep emotions, but at the same time, she is able to navigate emotional waters with skill and grace. And as emotions come up, she is able to effectively, I'm going to say, use them to her advantage in such a way that she will feel them, work through them, and understand them. That she really is a feminine energy of correctly utilizing emotions. And when I say feminine or masculine, we all have those inside of us. So your gender is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the feminine energy inside of you. So 5 years ago or so, whenever this resonates for you, consider around that time if anything kind of major or turning point occurred in your life. You are meeting life by learning knowledge, gaining and utilizing inner strength, considering growth opportunities for the future, and managing your emotions. And something else that is catching my eye right now are the color patterns of these cards. We have the blue on the outside and the yellow on the inside. And I do have my dog with me right now, and I can kind of hear her in the background. So if you can hear a little bit of background noise, she is just chilling with me. So sorry to interrupt your reading with that. I just want to let you know what was going on. But okay, so with these colors, I feel that we have almost like your life at the time had some serious emotions that perhaps were kind of towards the surface more of your energy, and your inner energy was this yellow, which can talk about the sun, literally. So you really learned to use your emotions to bring an inner happiness. And also, your inner happiness helped you use your emotions. And when I say use your emotions, I don't mean in a manipulative way. I mean in a deep understanding of yourself and what's going on. I'd like to see if there's anything else or what else for your past, for pile one's past. See what else. Okay. So we're mostly pentacles and cups, and we do have a wand here. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. So a lot of court cards here. 2 knights here. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy. And although the Knight of Cups is a bit faster, it's still a slow walk here. So here we're still focused on just your energy. And what I'm starting to pick up here in your past energy is a learning of using opportunities and emotions to heal yourself. I feel that this past energy has a lot of self-realization in it. And perhaps you had just gone through an experience or situation that left you wounded. But you just learned so much, and you learned healing. You learned healing of your physical surroundings and healing of your emotions. And you brought this knowledge to your wounded self, which is really quite beautiful. So pile 1. Did you have an experience like that in the past? Was that your past energy? That's very beautiful and very strong. I can see why the Strength card is a part of that. It would take a very strong person and very wise person to be able to learn like that. That's beautiful, pile 1. So next for you, still like to look at the past, but not quite so far back. I say about a year to a year and a half ago from whenever you're watching. And again, this is just a loose timeline. So if I start talking and it sounds like something that was around that time or a little further back in your timeline, that's okay. Use your intuition. And again, I just want to look at your energy. This spread or this reading is all about you. I'm not concerned with the people around you. I'm just concerned with you. How are you doing, pile 1? What was going on about a year to a year and a half ago? So after you went, after this, it's still a while ago. Let's see. Okay, So we're looking at about a year to a year and a half ago. We have the Judgment card, the Father of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So about a year to a year and a half ago, we're looking at your energy. And I'm feeling that you had an energy that you wanted to make something right. There was some wrong that you wanted to fix, or you wanted to make amends somehow. Either you wanted to make amends, or you wanted someone else to make amends, or you wanted to bring fairness into your awareness. With the Father of Swords, especially in this deck, being depicted with an owl, you were seeking wise clarity and wisdom of thought. You wanted clear, focused thoughts. So much so that it is standing out in this reading. So that was a big issue for you about a year and a half ago, something that you were actively working on. We also have this Ten of Cups, which is a very happy card. And in this deck, where it's depicted, to me it's like these cups are sharing the energy, which is creating a sense of joy and happiness. So something was being shared probably with others or toward your life, or it just depicting you sharing this happy energy. I'm picking up that you made someone's life better, even if you were not aware of it. Something that you were doing, something that you were sharing, was bringing happiness to yourself and others. We also have the Five of Pentacles, which can be disappointment and sadness. You can see how this rose is wilting and it's lost a petal. So it depends on when you are watching this video. I know at the time when I'm making it, about a year to a year and a half ago, the whole world was going through some really difficult things. So it's not surprising to me that there would be a little bit of sadness and disappointment here. And all I'm sensing is that this was in your energy. But they both were. It was not a time of only happiness, but it was certainly not a time of only despair. But you had both of these going on for you. And that could perhaps be why you were searching for wisdom and clarity of thought, because you may have had these very conflicting and opposing emotions and situations going on. Very high highs and maybe very low lows were both going on. So you looked for clarity, and you absolutely wanted fairness, for you to act fairly towards others and for others to act fairly towards you. And that was very much your energy. And let's see what else. About a year to a year and a half ago for pile one, their energy. Three of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So in this deck, the Three of Wands really means you are creating a portal towards a goal or future of your choosing. You are choosing goals and creating a way to get to them, which makes a lot of sense with this next card, the Nine of Wands in this deck. Often, the Nine of Wands in a deck is the wounded warrior. We saw that in your distant past. But here it really looks like a stairway. We saw in your past how you used your thoughts, actions, and emotions for healing. And here we have the Nine of Wands as you walking the steps. So we have you creating a plan, vision, or portal for the direction you want to go in, and you taking the steps. Here we have the Ten of Swords, which is not usually a happy card, and it's not in this deck either. The Ten of Swords is often a very painful ending. And it's an ending that is usually inevitable. Sometimes it just has to happen for a better thing to come. And sometimes it's just really painful. And again, I'm sensing that even with this painful energy within you, that you are finding a way at this time in your life to continue forward. The reason why I feel so strongly without knowing the situation is because of your other cards. Because of your I deuce against, even though I haven't had the strength card in right here for you, pile one, I do sense a lot of strength in you. And I do sense that you are not one who gives up. You may get knocked down, but you're gonna, you pick yourself up and even try again. So here in this energy from a year and a half ago, you have a very mixed bag. You have highs, you have lows, you have determination, and you have action and passion. So a lot of energy, somewhat dualistic in nature, but that is everybody. We're looking at the overall energy. Okay, pile one. The last thing that we're going to look at for you is your current energy. So by current, I want to see what is going on in your energy right now. Your immediate past perhaps, or right this second, or incredibly soon. Immediate future. So this is current. Current energy. Pile one. Pile one who has gone through so much, experienced so much. What is your current energy right now? Okay. So pile one, we have the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Your energy, you have a lot of different energies right now. Your energy is not just one thing. You have many energies. You may have a lot of different projects going on. You might not feel quite focused all of the time. But let's look at these energies individually. The Queen of Swords, I'm sensing a real truthfulness throughout this whole reading. Truthfulness and clarity has been prevalent and come up. Not so much in a in-your-face sort of way, but just throughout the whole thing in a consistent way. So I'm really seeing that truth and clarity is important for you, pile 1, and I see that it's still important for you. You have some Eight of Swords energy, which can be holding yourself back from sometimes negative thoughts, feeling doubtful, maybe about yourself or about your goals. It is worth noting that this Eight of Swords card, you always have the ability to free yourself from what's holding you back. It's almost you're holding yourself prisoner. We also have the Queen of Wands, which I love the Queen of Wands card. Here she is depicted with a cat sitting on a beautiful throne or chair with her wand of flowers held up and her flowers in her hand. She's a very passionate person. So you have some passionate and charisma in your energy right now, pile 1. And also the Seven of Pentacles, which is really sort of a waiting energy. You're waiting for some results that you've taken action on, and now you're kind of waiting. So in your energies right now, we have clarity, decision making, holding yourself back, maybe through doubts, passion and charisma, and waiting. Let's see what else is in your current energy, pile 1. What else? The Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Again, you had the Ten of Cups for about, in the cards that were a year to a year and a half ago. You have the Ten of Cups again in current energy. So the Four of Pentacles can be a few different things. You could possibly be saving up for something, and maybe that's where the waiting is coming in. You're saving and you're waiting for a goal, perhaps. It's also a card that can be holding on to something you don't want to let go. There's something you don't want to let go of. Also in your energy right now, this Knight of Cups could perhaps be you want to express your happiness, especially the way the Knight is facing towards this Ten of Cups. You have some happiness that you would like to move towards and tell people about. And I hope that this Eight of Swords isn't holding you back from this happiness. And if you feel that you are holding yourself back, remember that you can always free yourself. I also really like how right now that this shadow in the top of the Four of Pentacles kind of connects to this Knight of Cups. And the reason why I like this connection here between these two cards right now is this Knight of Cups is walking out of the shadow and into the sunlight. He's walking out of the hoarding, not ready to use, saving up mentality. Again, I'm not saying don't save if that's your goal, but he's walking away from the almost miserly being, if we look at a more negative connotation of this card, and into the joy of the Ten of Cups. So if there is an aspect of this Four of Pentacles that's sort of negatively impacting your life, maybe you're holding on to your emotions or you're holding on to energy because you're afraid to use it, we see this Knight of Cups walking to a much freer, happier place. So you have a lot of energies going on right now, pile 1. I'm sure that we all have a lot of energies. If you feel that you need to focus your energies you can do that. You can get clear on your most important goals and make sure that you're doing that. I don't really see a lot of issues here. The only thing that I want you to be aware of is this Eight of Swords. I would say don't be afraid to be yourself. Believe in yourself. You have great strength. You have clarity. You have many wonderful qualities. Honesty and integrity being just two of them. So really think very highly of yourself. You're accomplishing amazing things. And at the moment, part of what you're accomplishing is this Ten of Cups. Thank you so much, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed looking at your energy and having a reading that was really just about you. Really just looking at it for you. I hope you were able to see something helpful in this reading today. Please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Okay, and we're going to move on to Pile 2. Hello, Pile 2. For everyone who chose the match today, we are going to look at a reading all about you and all about your energies. First, we're going to look at your distant past energies. We're going to look at energies from about 5 years ago, give or take. As you look at the cards, consider the messages and see what's right for you. It may not be exactly 5 years. It may be around that time. Everyone here is maybe different ages, so it could be different for everybody. Also, all my videos are timeless. So this is about 5 years from whenever you're watching this video. And what we are going to look at is your energies. I am not concerned with the energies of the people and loved ones who are around you. Of course, they are important. That's just not what I'm looking at right now. Only looking at your energies. I'm not going to be looking at situations. Just want to see the energies of you, Pile 2. So we're saying distant past, but it's really just about 5 years, okay? So your energies about 5 years ago. Use your intuition. See if there's any, throughout this reading, see if there's any patterns that you can pick up or surprising insight into what was going on at that time. And please just relax and enjoy, Pile 2. 5 years ago, Pile 2. Okay, let's start here. We have the Son of Cups, the Mother of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So the first thing that I see are these two cups, the Son and Mother, with the Mother whose wing is pointed at the Sun. And remember, these are all your energies, so I'm not talking about you and someone else or you and someone else. These are your energies. And then we also have the Two and Three of Swords. What else sticks out to me immediately is that these two sets of cards follow each other in the deck. And these cards have been shuffled a million, not literally a million, but so many incredibly times that there's no way. Well, I mean, obviously there was a way that they were lined up like this, but they've been shuffled and used and cleansed and shuffled and used and cleansed. So for that to happen in a row is significant. So your energies about 5 years ago. We have the Son and Mother of Cups. here, side by side. And what I'm really picking up here is that your emotions in some way advanced. Perhaps you learned more about how to use your emotions healthily, how to express them in a more healthy manner, how do you understand your emotions, how to express your emotions. And as I say how to express your emotions, I really feel like I just hit on something, especially the way that the Mother of Cups has her wing extended as if she is expressing her emotions. And also she's expressing her emotions towards the Son of Cups, a little bit younger version of herself. So I really feel that your emotional sense, your emotional intelligence grew at this time in such a way that you leveled up. And here we have the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. Two of Swords is often trying to make a decision without being able to clearly see your options and the outcome. In this deck, it shows the sun above the crossed swords, but the sun is also eclipsed here. So there isn't too much clarity right here in your energy. You don't have a lot of clarity, and you do have some painful heartbreak. In other decks, in the Two of Swords, there's also a feminine with a blindfold on. And here in this deck, the Three of Swords has this red, looks like dripping blood cord tied around it. So I do sense about 5 years ago, you went through a very painful decision. Something definitely brought you some pain here. This may even be why your emotions leveled up, because you had to deal with something that was so intense and heartbreaking. You really had no choice but to learn how to deal with those so difficult emotions. And it was so difficult that it was a life lesson for you. Let's get a little bit more, pile two. About 5 years ago, your energy. Let's see. Okay. Three of Cups. The Mother of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I really sensed that this card was going to come out. I kind of wish I said something because I sensed it so clearly. Yes, I do feel that at that time you went through something karmic, a life lesson for you. I can tell it was difficult. It's obvious it was difficult, heartbreaking, painful. But it taught you a skill, a life skill that you'll never forget, that you'll be able to use every day. And also in this energy here, we have the Three of Cups, which is a very, the colors in the card denote a very sunny day. We even have the sun here. You have three birds on a branch. This is a card of harmony. And also the Mother of Wands, again with the same color of the Three of Cups, so this sunny, happy color. And it looks like in your energy, you learned how to protect something, because we see here the Mother of Wands, this is a snake coiled around some eggs. So it looks like your energy also evolved towards protecting what's important to you, and perhaps in a healthy way and with passion. So you were a little bit more guarded, and it's not my place to say how guarded or unguarded someone should be, or if it's a positive or negative thing. But what I am going to say is this card denotes a happier color scheme of the sun, which is happier. The wand of passion, a mother guarding her children. Those things are pretty positive. It seems like you learned a little bit about guarding in a positive way. And also we have this Wheel of Fortune card here, which is a 10. It's a card of completion. The Wheel of Fortune itself is a moving on to the next level, which I see here in this Sun and Mother of Cups. You also have another Mother card, which I'm not so much sensing the feminine energy. What I'm sensing here is you leveling up again. You started at the Sun, a younger energy, and through this experience, your energy became more of a mother, a wiser, stronger energy. Okay, pile 2. The next thing that we're going to look at is energy, still in the past, but not quite so distant. We're going to look at energy from about a year to a year and a half ago, from whenever you're watching this video. And again, we're just looking at your energy, not concerned about those around you or even situations, just your energy from about a year and a half ago. Use your intuition if that timeline is right for you. It may be a little further back, maybe slightly ahead. But we're going to look at your energy from then, about a year to a year and a half ago. Pile 2. Let's look at your energy. Okay, pile 2, we have the High Priest, the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. So about a year and a half ago, you again had some difficult energy. We have the High Priest, which is oftentimes learning of or about a higher power, the universe or source. We have the 9 of Swords, which can be anxiety and worry, sleepless nights worrying about something. The 8 of Cups, walking away from a situation that doesn't serve you, that you don't want, and the 9 of Wands, which can often be recovering after your battle. So in terms of your energy from about a year to a year and a half ago, it seems like you sought out a higher inner knowing. You were very worried and anxious about a situation that you chose to leave. It's also interesting that in this deck, the 8 of Cups, while it still shows someone walking away from the cups, you can see that they are looking at the moon and the stars. So they are following, by walking the path to the stars, they are following their own intuition. Also with the moon still visible in the card, they're not quite sure exactly where this path is leading them, but they know it's towards their inner truth and inspiration and hopes. So I feel that these cards here, the High Priest and the Eight of Cups for you at that time frame, are connected. Sorry, I bumped the camera. That these are connected. You did receive information or guidance or intuition, and you decided to follow it. And after you use these energies, we can see here night worrying and walking away. And after those energies were completed, we have the sun shining again. It's morning now. So in energy terms, this was very difficult, dark, maybe even dark night of the soul, or difficult decision that you had to walk away from. And when you did, you had been through a battle, but now a new day was dawning. Okay, some other energies at this time period. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the shadow side, and the King of Cups. So what else was in your energy about a year and a half ago, pile 2? Eight of Pentacles, hard work. In this deck, the Eight of Pentacles, she is hard at work. She's polishing her pentacles. She has done a lot of work. The candle has burned down quite a bit. She's been at it for a while. The book has been quite read. She's gained a lot of knowledge. The Crow is here as a messenger. She may have had to reach out for knowledge and messages and information. So your energy is hard work. But a year and a half ago, you were working hard. Also, we have the shadow side. So in this deck, the shadow side card has a lot to do with not living in fear. That there was fear heavy in your life, and you had to fight it or work with it or perhaps walk away from it. But in your energy at that time, there was some fear. Also, in your energy at that time was the King of Cups. So there's a storm raging around you, and you're sitting stable right in the middle of it, sitting there letting the storm rage around you and not letting it sweep you off your feet, tip you over, ruin you. Your energy here was really strong. And I am seeing that it did build. Excuse the noise, please. I'm just going to let this noise pass for a minute. If needed, I'll pause it just for a moment. Oh, looks good. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. So I am seeing that this energy from a year and a half ago was even a step up from what had happened 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you were devastated by the outside influences. Your energy was devastated. Here, a year and a half ago, your energy stayed strong. Yes, you were worried. Yes, it kept you up at night. But you chose to walk away. You chose to stand up and fight. You chose to go towards your intuition and what you believed in, even though you couldn't see everything. You had faith. You chose to work on yourself and chose to put in the work. You acknowledged the fear, and you didn't let it stab you in the back. So I do see that that's just proof that you leveled up, pile 2. Okay, and pile 2. Well, the last thing I'd like to look at for you is your current energy. So by current, what I mean is immediate past like what has just passed, what is happening now, or what is just about to happen. This is very current. Your current energy, pile 2. Very, very current. Pile 2. Current energy. Okay, we have some of the same cards and some different ones. So we have the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the Devil, and the 9 of Wands. What I'd like to point out right away here is that in the last cards that we just laid out for a year and a half ago, we had both these. We had, instead of the Devil, we had the shadow side, which is that tarot's depiction of the Devil. We also had the 9 of Wands. So I see that your energy right now is you are looking to see what options are coming, what's coming next. You're looking around at your environment, you're seeing opportunities, but you are also fighting. There may be something you're struggling for or struggling to get. It's interesting to note here that in this deck, for the 7 of Wands, you have the upper ground, pile 2. You've done something right and you have the upper ground in this battle. The Devil here is again, or is freeing yourself from something that's holding you back, freeing yourself from fears, freeing yourself from addictions, freeing yourself from something that's not right for you. You also have the 9 of Wands energy for you right now, which means that this is kind of after a battle. And I'm seeing here that you may be looking for opportunities, looking for positive growth. You're fighting the Devil and winning. So you're fighting fears, what's holding you back, and you're winning. And you're suffering a little bit. You've got a little, you've got the bandage on your head. You're using the wand to lean on because you're feeling a little unsteady. This was a battle, but this is a victory after battle, wounded warrior after the battle. And if you fought the Devil and all you have is a little bandage on your head, good job, pile 2. Let's see what else is in your current energy. Okay. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. The Knight of Swords could be a little bit reckless, aggressive, reckless, fast. 7 of Swords can be deceptive and manipulative. And the 10 of Wands is a heavy burden. Okay, pile 2. Just going to read the cards, and I want you to use your intuition for what's right or not right for you. This won't be right for everybody. This is just some. Not everyone, just some. But I do see that someone here who has chosen this spread, this reading for pile 2, they might have some reckless energy right now. They may be so driven for their desire or their payout that they may be resorting to less than honorable ways to get what they think that they want. Is there any lying or cheating and or deception in your energy right now, pile 2? Just ask yourself. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the cards say. If there is, please be aware that instead of accomplishing your goals, it's creating this heavy burden on you. You can see, look, the Seven of Wands is looking at the Ten of Wands. You may be trying to do something the quickest way. You can see this is all about haste, quickly, reckless, going this way, going this way. Are you headed in the right direction? Is your energy headed in the right direction? Because you're trying to do anything as fast as possible to go this way with as many swords as you can, when in reality you're just going to end up here carrying a whole bunch of wands, breaking your back. So I always want to give every reading wonderful sun and star card energy, but here, and believe me, I do not judge you, pile 2. I don't know your situation. Nobody should judge anybody, and I certainly don't. The only thing I want to tell you is to examine, use your intuition, because you don't want to add to your burdens. And if this energy is going on for you right now, it's creating a burden for yourself. So examine your energies. See if there's any unhealthy energies that you're able to let go of for your benefit and the highest benefit. Pile 2. Let me know in comments. Let me know what's going on. And I see you're facing something so difficult. No one should judge anyone else. Look at what you're facing. Look at what you're having to do. No wonder you just want to get out of there. Pile 2, I get it. I do. You may be able to make it easier for yourself in the long run. Long-term solution. Thank you so much, Pile 2. I really appreciate you being here. Please like and subscribe to my video, and I can't wait to see you for the next one. Okay, for next, we are going to go to Pile 3. Hello, Pile 3. For everyone who chose this gift bow, this silver gift bow, we're going to look at your energies. This is just your energies. I'm not looking at the people who are around you or the situations themselves, not specifics. This is just all about you. The first thing that we're going to look at is the distant past, which as a timeline I'm giving from about 5 years ago, give or take a little time. Look at the cards, listen, use your intuition, and consider for you if it's about 5 years ago, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And all my videos are timeless, so this is also from whenever you're watching the reading, about 5 years ago, whenever you're watching. You can listen and use your intuition and see if there's any patterns that you notice or any information that you hadn't realized before that is able to be seen in this reading. And we're going to start Pile 3 with your distant past, about 5 years ago. Okay, Pile 3. 2 major arcana, 2 wands. We have the Four of Wands, the Strength card, the Magician card, and the Two of Wands. The Four of Wands is really a happy card, so we're looking at your energies about 5 years ago. I'm seeing some happiness here. Look at the colors of all these cards. This is not a very colorful deck, yet in each one of your cards you have this color of the sun. There's happiness here. Four of Wands is often happiness at home or in your environment. Also here in this deck we have the happiness of your own making expanded. So this is really you creating an environment and happiness that is so positive that it has expanded to around you and those around you. Also, we have the Strength card. In this card we have the lion holding a rose in his mouth with the infinity symbol on his forehead. So this lion has really tamed his inner beast enough to be a gentle, wise being. We have the Magician, and again we have another infinity symbol. The Magician is a great manifester, someone who knows what they want and takes steps to make it happen. And we also have the Two of Wands energy for you for about 5 years ago. Balancing your passions and creating stability in your life. Also in this deck, the way these wands are arranged, if you look at it with a perspective, it even looks like a road. So I really see here in your energy from about 5 years ago, something very important because of the major arcana here, and very passionate and very stable. And because of the placement of these cards, we have the wands on either end and the major arcana in the center. So your passions are bringing about some possible inner transformation. Let's find out a little bit more. 5 years ago, pile 3. Look at all the majors here. Wow. Pile 3, what happened 5 years ago? Oh my goodness. Okay, pile 3. Think about 5 years ago, give or take some time, something major happened here, something life transforming. So we had the energy, passionate stability, inner strength, and creation. Here we have the Devil, the Hierophant, and the Star. So these are all your energies. So I'm really sensing that you overcame some internal limitations and internal things that were holding you back, whether it be addiction to person, place, or thing, or really limiting thoughts. You broke through this with the help of some higher power, your intuition, or your higher self. In this card, the Hierophant is depicted by a crow with a key and a lightning bolt. So this may have been a sudden realization that you hold your own key to set yourself free, especially in the way that these cards are laid out right here, with the crow crowing at the Devil. A sudden freedom in your energy. This crow is like, nope. So really learning how to set yourself free. And also the Star card, and this allows your hopes and inspiration to really shine through. So there was some huge inner transformation that you went through, pile 3. And also we talked about how all these cards up here have the colors of the sun. All these cards down here have the colors of night. So there is a contrast. So I see that within your energy about 5 years ago, there was a huge shift, a huge energy shift that really brought out your inner light and your happiness. Wow, let me know in the comments what that was about, if you would like to share. or just confirmation. Okay, pile 3. The next thing that I want to look at for you is not so distant past, about a year and a half ago for you, pile 3. We're just going to look at your energies again, not other people's energies, not specifics, what you're going through, just your energy, pile 3. This reading is all about you and your energy. Let's look at it. Okay, pile 3. About a year and a half ago. Use your intuition for the timing for you personally, just as a guideline. About a year and a half ago, pile 3. Again, the Hierophant. You might have a very high connection to Source, might work on it, might use it a lot. Okay, we have 7 of Cups, the Hierophant, 3 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So in your energy, pile 3, about a year and a half ago or so, we have lots of choices and options, and possibly some disillusionment, or possibly difficult making choices. And again, we have this higher power or source. This doesn't depict the higher power. This depicts learning from them, or being taught from them, or someone who has a connection. So this doesn't depict the higher power. This depicts you connecting with the higher power, listening, learning. Can also be a ritual of some sort. Sometimes it can be a courtroom. The 3 of Pentacles. In your energy, we have cooperation with others in a work type environment. It's not necessarily work, but you have a working cooperation with others, a cooperative energy. And the Queen of Swords, energy of truth and clarity and not wanting BS from others. What else is in your energy, pile 3, from about a year to a year and a half ago? What else? What else is in your energy? The Queen, the Knight, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. The Queen of Cups is a very caring energy, caring and emotional health. Have the Knight of Swords, which can be a bit of a reckless energy, can be reckless and aggressive at times. It can also just mean fast moving. We have the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is kind of a sneaky, deceptive, not very honest energy. Now in most of these cards, pile 3, we have an honest, clear energy. So I'm wondering what this 7 of Swords is doing here. Was there a situation that you were put in that caused a need for some deception about a year and a half ago? Did you have that in your energy? So what was going on in your life then, pile 3? Choices, perhaps disillusionment, confusion, connecting with Source, cooperative, clarity, healthy emotions, recklessness or fast moving, and some deception and dishonesty. That was your energy about a year and a half ago. Let me know in the comments. And lastly, pile 3. What I would like to look at is your current energy. For current energy, we're looking at the immediate past, the immediate recent past, or currently, as in right now, or the immediate future. What is your current energy, pile 3? Again, I don't want to look at, I'm not looking at others or specific situations, just looking at you. This is all about you, your current energy, pile 3. Let's look. Okay, this is somewhat similar to a previous pile. I think it was pile 2, but I'd have to go back and look. But we have the shadow side, the Queen of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So in your current energy right now, pile 3, we have the shadow side, which in this deck is facing your fears or anything holding you back, but especially considering yourself, looking at yourself and seeing if you are acting from fear, perhaps as opposed to love, but not acting from fear, finding solutions to anything which is causing fear or holding us back. Queen of Wands, very passionate and charismatic. So you have those energies currently right now. You have a passion and charisma within you that you are displaying now. We also have the 8 of Wands, which is a fast moving energy. It can also be communicative, so you may be communicating a lot with people. You may be feeling talkative. Also, I can tell right now my energy is getting faster. So you do have a lot of passion and drive in your energy right now. The Ace of Wands, you may have a new project or a beginning that you are very excited and passionate about. I am pretty tired right now, so for me to feel this sudden increase of energy, I can literally feel the passion and the quickness and the excitement coming off you, pile 3. You have something you're excited about. There's excitement in your energy. This shadow side may be your fears about that. You don't want to let anything hold you back. It's okay to think carefully, but you don't want to be led by fear. And there is a little bit of fear in your energy, which is okay. Acknowledge it, learn from it. Just be aware that it's there. You don't want to work from it, but you can work on it and heal anything, any part of you that's afraid, heal any part of you that might be holding yourself back. This is also in your current energy. Look at this, nice. Okay, very nice, pile 3. We have Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and Knight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles is again something new that's a little bit more stable than the Ace of Wands, something that might be even lucrative or profitable. So this is in your energy. You're creating some new energy. You're actually building up and creating new energy within you, which is fantastic. Also, this 6 of Cups, you have some energy currently of a playfulness. And as I said, I can feel that excitement. So often when you're playing, you're having fun and you're excited and you're not feeling tired or you're just feeling good. You have that good energy, that good playful, innocent, childlike energy within you. And you also have the Knight of Cups. So you have an energy within you that's a desire to reach out and connect with others in a meaningful way. So I see these cards in your current energy, pile 3, as really, really positive. And I think what this shadow side is really doing in your current energy right here is that you have things going on, you have wonderful, excited energy, but your shadow side is just a little bit of doubts about what's going on and about your new projects and about your new energy. And that's okay. I think that we all have doubts and fears. We just want to not stuff that down, acknowledge it, bring it up, work on it if needed, so that it doesn't hold you back, because right now you have a lot of positive working energy that you really want to just let flow. So if you need to work on some shadow side stuff, that's so powerful, and that's really just going to even free you more. Pile 3 and all piles, thank you so much for coming to your reading today. Please like and subscribe this video. I can't wait to show you more. See you next time.